Hello there, how you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. So over my years here on YouTube, I have tried pretty much every single art subscription box that exists in the world today. However, there is but one art subscription box that I know of that is pretty huge in the art world that I just have never tried. And that box is Upcrate. I've actually been approached by this company several times in the past about doing a collaboration with them, about getting their boxes or doing an unboxing or like a sponsored video, and I've just never done it. I like to try art supplies and products before I go ahead and work with a company, just because I never promote things unless I personally love them, use them, or have used them in the past. Seriously, last year I turned down a sponsorship deal that would have paid my bills for an entire year, okay? That was hard to turn down, but it didn't align with my values, with my audience, and I couldn't in good conscience recommend it to people, so I only take things I believe in, okay? And I don't know if I believe in Upcrate yet. I've never used it. I know it's a very popular brand, but I don't know what it's like. So today we're going to open it up, see what's inside, and make some artwork with it. Hopefully. I mean, hopefully it's stuff that I can actually use. We'll find out today. I'm excited. This is the February box, I believe. I subscribed to this in early February or sometime in January, and I got it end of February. So this brand is actually based in Germany. I did not know that. I knew it was an international brand, but I did not know it was based in Germany, which Germany has some good art supplies. So fingers crossed this is going to be a good box, because I don't know, there's not a lot of monthly subscription boxes anymore. A lot of art subscription boxes these days have switched to like quarterly boxes instead of monthly ones. So this is one of the last few standing that sends out monthly art subscription boxes. After regrouping and refining, we're now excited to officially launch our bi-monthly subscription model starting in May 2025. Every 2 months, not 3 months, it's 2 months, you'll receive a box that's bigger, better, and packed with even more art supplies. So Upcrate is a strictly art subscription box company, and to subscribe, Upcrate is also one of the cheaper art subscription boxes. This is €24 or $25 USD every single month to subscribe. So there's only really a limited amount of things they can put in here, so I'm curious to know what they do each month. Okay, so here is the box. Inside we have, okay, so we have our art supplies in here. Art Space color marker, 6 pieces. I have not heard of this brand before. Okay, so we have a 6-piece set of markers, and it looks like there's a detail end as well as a chisel end. So there's no brush markers. However, if you prefer the markers that have like the more detail points, you might like these ones. Have not heard of this brand though, so let me know if you've tried them. Get in there. There you go. Okay, next up we have a little pencil by Marco. Oh, this is white. This is a white pencil. Okay. Then we have Upcrate 6 color pencils. So we have some basic colored pencils here. These aren't like name branded. These are just like very, very, very simple basic colored pencils. Then we have an Art Space black liner. This is 0.6. So it's very fine, but it's also not like those invisible ones where you can barely even see the nib. Then we have a piece of artwork by Soul Curry Art. A nice little abstract piece here. Then you have a little bit about the artist on the back. A bottle. I thought it said pottle post. Why did I think it said pottle post? Bottle post by Upcrate number 66. Oh, this is January? I didn't get this till the end of February though. So I bought this on February the 1st, but for some reason I have the January box. I don't know how that works. I would have thought I would get the February box, but that's fine. Anyway, so in here we have some information about the supplies inside, some artwork from a previous box, I'm guessing, that can be featured if you tag them on Instagram or something. More about Soul Curry Art and a how to do video. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm guessing how you do this thing, maybe? I'm not too sure. And then lastly, we have some mixed media paper, again, by this Art Space brand. I have not heard of them. Exclusive for Upcrate. So maybe this is an Upcrate brand. Not too sure on that. Yeah, I mean, this is just a very basic box. We have some markers. We have some pencils. Nothing too crazy. Okay, so according to their website, how many items will be in each crate? This is a mystery as well. The box is filled depending on the value of the art supplies, but you can be sure that the value of your new art supplies is worth more than the price you pay for your subscription, minus shipping costs. Upcrate not only introduces you to hidden treasures of innovative materials, but also broadens your horizons and sparks your creativity. In addition to new materials, you will receive a magazine full of related advice, challenges, and opportunities to exchange ideas and make friends with other artists online in order to become better together. One for all and all for one. There's honestly not a whole lot about Upcrate on their website. You go to the About page and it's just about Upcrate, the legend of Captain Crate, his crates and his crew. And then you like scroll scroll down and there's not really anything that tells you anything about the company or literally anything at all. The FAQs don't give you a whole lot of information. They have 28,000 followers on Instagram. Apparently they follow me and I don't follow them back. Sorry. I didn't know that, to be honest, but looking at their previous boxes, they look decent. Like, they look like they're pretty well rounded. This box had Liquitex products in it. That's pretty impressive. But generally speaking, it looks like they have a decent amount of varied art supplies each month, but nothing too super fancy. So tell me, do you think I got my money's worth in these pencils, these markers, pencil, pen, and mixed media paper? Because they say you'll get your money's worth. So do you think this is $25 or 24 euros worth of art supplies? Let me know. But for now, let's get started, make some art, and see what we can come up with. I'm tempted to make something a bit weird, but I don't know if it's gonna make sense or not. Okay, so I think because the colors are so random, I'm just going to draw a bunch of random stuff. So to start, I love like fruity lemonade-ish kind of drinks. One of my favorite drinks right now in the entire world is lavender lemonade. If you've never had it, get yourself some lavender syrup, get yourself some like American lemonade. Best thing ever. Best combination, I swear. There was a drink that I saw at Epcot. It's like cucumber watermelon. And honestly, I'm not a fan of cucumber, but it sounds very refreshing. And they had like these chunks of watermelon like sticking out. Oh shoot, great. Okay, that's great. Okay, just sharpen this. Oh, okay. Well, that's a great start. I'm gonna sharpen this again. Pencil just keeps breaking. This is not a good pencil. It's probably because it internationally traveled, which is very annoying, but whatever. It works well though, kinda. Okay, that is crap. It's not good. It looks like a birthday candle thing. This is supposed to be a watermelon. Not great. Very limited in color variation, so that's not the best. We could try a glass with like boba balls in it. Okay, this drink is more orange technically than red, but that's fine. Honestly, these markers are actually really good. The paper is very, very good. It's kind of ghosting on the back, but it hasn't gone through to the next page. So paper is very, very good. Markers are good too. I just personally much prefer markers with a brush nib. I will never, ever, ever pick these kind of markers over a brush nib. I have never used a chisel nib because they just, I don't know, I just don't get them. I don't get why I would need it. Obviously everyone's art is different, but just not a huge fan. Pencils don't do much of actually anything over the markers, to be honest. Try this one. No, it just looks like the exact same colour. The blue's decent though. This is kind of effectively working how I wanted it to, just not this part. This part is not very forgiving. This is why they need a gel pen. You can't have pencils and markers without a gel pen. A white one, you need it. It's like they go hand in hand with each other. Okay, this is where this white pencil might come into play. Maybe not. I don't even know what the point of this white pencil is. Honestly, it's broken again. This pencil sucks. I'll be honest, I'm really not a fan of the products inside this box. At least with name brand stuff, you know usually it's going to be fairly decent. Or if it's like a popular thing, you've seen a lot of art boxes, usually it's going to be relatively decent. But this is almost impossible to use because I have nothing to highlight with. This keeps crumbling. I like the fine liner, but I would switch out the fine liner for a white gel pen any day. I feel like neither of these drinks look very appetizing, do they? Okay, so we have our cucumber watermelon freeze here. Mango, lemonade, something or other. But one of my favorite drinks ever, it's like a shark attack. It's like bright blue, insanely crap for you. They call it a cocktail, but I obviously don't have the alcohol part. But it's like Sprite, blue raspberry, and grenadine, which is I think like pomegranate. It is so tasty. It's like a blue drink. You have like the little shark with the grenadine in it, so it goes in the blue. They taste so good. So I'm gonna make one of those, I think. I freaking hate these. I feel like if I was just doing basic cartoons, these would work great, but that's not really, I like to blend with things. So I'm just not a massive fan of these supplies, to be honest. Okay, so there's 3 drinks. I like the boba. I think those look kind of nice, but they're just very simple. I actually started filming this video earlier in the year, and since then I received a March and an April box, but they've just recently announced they're not going to be doing monthly boxes anymore. They're actually going to be changing them to every 3 months. So this is something I've noticed going on a lot with art subscription companies. I actually didn't realize that Art Snacks has just completely shut down entirely. Grabby changed to a quarterly box. Upcrate has now changed to a quarterly box. And I don't know, I feel like maybe art subscription boxes have had their time. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you have sort of changed your relationship with art subscription boxes. But we have March and April here. I figured we'd look at these and see what they have inside and make something with one of the boxes. Okay, so this one is March, this one is April. Let's get started into March. Ooh, okay. Oh, we have a itsy bitsy tiny little pencil, broken little pencil. That my brain is not working. Piece of pencil. Oh, that's sad. So we have our art supplies in here. I like this blue. This is very pretty. Ooh, oh wow, we got some goodies in this one. Wow. Okay, it's my favorite art supply, the jelly roll. I'm so happy. Jokes aside, I've never actually used jelly rolls in a color that's not white, and I hate their white gel pens. They're so, to me, they're not good. I actually recently mentioned this in a video that I just do not like white jelly roll pens, and the amount of people who are like, yes, me too. I don't like them. I don't get the hype. But these are actually really pretty. Jelly roll moonlight. Oh, they have really pretty caps on them. Okay, so there's these. I'm curious to see if I dislike these as much as I do the white jelly roll pens, but maybe they're better. We have a compass, which, I mean, I guess you can do little geometric shapes with these. I suppose that's what it's for. Never expected to get this in an art subscription box, I'm going to be honest with you. And we have micron pens. I love micron pens. They're very, very good. Waterproof. Got a little skinny one, 03. And then we have a brush as well. Cool. Okay. What is this math class? What is going on? Wait, what the heck? I think this protractor's like falling apart in the box. Do you see this? There's like 6 different parts of this protractor just like casually hanging out at the bottom. This is an interesting box. If this was my first one, I'm going to be honest with you, I would not be that happy with it. But it looks like we're going to be recreating her art maybe. Kerry Ellison. I live in England, Indiana. There's an England in Indiana. That's cool. I enjoy using colored pencils, watercolors, acrylic paint, pastels, and ink. The past 2 years, the jelly roll pens have been my medium of choice. Okay, cool. I'm going to be honest, this is very interesting, but hopefully they've given us a tutorial as to why we need these. And then we have paper. What is this box? Like, I don't want to be mean, but like, what is this box? Because, I mean, I guess it's kind of self-explanatory if you use the compass, but I guess you're just supposed to make circles with the compass and then fill them in with the jelly roll pens and then like the fine liners and stuff. I guess it's relatively self-explanatory, to be fair. I feel like this kind of art is not very popular, which means there's going to be a lot of people who receive this box that are going to be like, what do I do with this stuff? And also I feel like for the cost, getting a broken protractor and some jelly roll pens is not really the best deal, I would say, but we did get some paper, so that's nice. I have actually included a tutorial, as you can see. It's like a 7.5-minute video of the artist showing you like how she made the art in the box. So that's really cool that they've included that. I'm curious to see what April has inside. I think April was the last box they had before they changed out to a new subscription model. So I'm curious to see how this one was. Okay, here we go. Dear Upcrate Art Crew, back in January, we set out to make some changes, but sometimes great ideas need a little more time to take shape. After regrouping and refining, we're now excited to officially launch our bi-monthly subscription model starting in May 2025. Every 2 months, not 3 months, it's 2 months, you'll receive a box that's bigger, better, and packed with even more art supplies. Ooh, okay, that sounds good to me. The first of these enhanced boxes will ship in May, followed by July, September, November, and so on. The new price will be €28, shipping included within Germany. Okay, well, you know what? I'm definitely going to give that a try because I'm curious to see what they do with their bigger, better boxes that come out every 2 months. And I respect it because they're going to get less money this way. So I respect it. Okay, this one, let's see what's in here. Ooh, okay, this looks different. Oh, okay. So we have Art Space, which is the Upcrate brand. We have Art Space brushes. And we have 2 of these brush pens that say soft brush sign pen, 4 season colors. Oh, look at those nibs. I like that. They look cool. We have a little sticker. Cool. These are watercolor crayons. I don't know if I've ever used those before. Oh, you know what? I have used something like these before. They're very difficult to use, but they are quite fun. Watercolor art crayon. They're very soft from memory. Things like this. They're very like, yeah, Yeah, very soft. Not sure what we're going to do with those, but I'm curious to see what this box is about. Bottle post. Water soluble, 6 pieces. This tutorial is not as comprehensive. Like, I scanned the QR code. It's like a couple short videos that are like a minute and a half long, so nothing super in depth. We then also got a Art Space watercolor paper pad. This box doesn't contain a huge amount of value to me personally, but it is on the cheaper side of an art subscription box. So, you know, you can't really expect a whole lot for what I paid for these boxes, but I do like to usually see more name brand stuff in my boxes, but at the same time, I feel like every art subscription box gives you the same products every single time. So it's nice to actually have something different for once. So I do respect that. Got a nice big pad in here. Good quality. This is 300 GSM, so very thick. Okay, so it is exclusive for Upcrate. Cool. Okay, I have an idea for something I want to try, and this is going to be very outside my normal comfort zone because I don't normally do things like this, but I'm excited to try out these new little crayon things. I'm going to grab a pencil. I'm going to draw a little flower and a bee coming off of it. Okay, I don't know what that is, but that's fine. Let's get some water. Ooh, these are fun. These are actually really fun. I like this. If you've never tried these before, give them a try. They're actually really fun. I was thinking I would hate it, but they're actually really fun. If you want to know what these flowers are, I would say they started off as wisteria, then I got carried away with the crayon, so now they kind of don't exist on planet Earth, but that's fine because they can be from either Dr. Seuss Land, the Avatar movie, or something. I'm actually really enjoying this. This was a great little box. 10 out of 10 for this one. Seriously. I'm gonna make the bee like green because I don't have a black pen in this box. Oh no, I've made him look evil. Now it looks like he's got horns. Let's do another little flower. I'm kind of just being very free-spirited about this because I normally have a lot of structure and idea in my head of what I'm doing, but this one I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. This can be a rough page, this can be a fun page. I don't really care, and it's nice to not care. I love how smooth these crayons are. They're so fun to use, but they also look really effective. Like, I would use these over just regular watercolors any day. And I say that as someone that doesn't use watercolors very often. So, I mean, I can say that. I know a lot of watercolor people will probably be horrified at me saying that, but a little smush. Actually pretty happy with how that came out. It's very different for me, but it's quite illustrative, which I love. I've just kind of kept it loose and just actually enjoyed doing something a little bit different with these supplies. But this is probably one of my favorite art boxes I've received, just because it's actually shown me an art supply that I've really not used properly before and kind of given me the freedom to really enjoy it and use it. I feel like this is something that I would like travel with almost, which is not something I tend to do with art supplies all that much. Like, I don't tend to like travel with anything other than my iPad usually, but I feel like this would be really fun for taking on the go. If you're looking at something in nature and you want to draw it, but you want to do it like colorful but without the mess, this would be really cool and just convenient. So yeah, this is how this one came out. I'm very happy with that. So let me know what your thoughts are on Upcrate if you've used it before. I'm very, very curious because as a first experience, I would say that out of the 3 boxes I opened, I liked that I wasn't getting supplies that I tend to get all the time in other art supply boxes. I think the one with the Jelly Roll pens I feel like wasn't worth the value all that much. But again, this is a lower priced art box, so you're not going to get a huge amount of stuff. And I do appreciate the fact that they use like the exclusive Upcrate brand, the Art Space one. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on Upcrate. Let me know if you want to see more from me with Upcrate in the future. Maybe I'll try the bigger box they're doing every 2 months. And if there's any art boxes you haven't seen me try yet, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But for now, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves and I will see you in the next video. Bye.